What is up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mug. Welcome to my unboxing, review, and assembly video for the Wyches for the Drukhari range in Warhammer 40k. I believe I did a video of this nature when they came out in 2010, but since it's been over 10 years, I thought why not do an updated video. I'm going to talk about the loadout I gave mine, as well as go over with you the sprue and the instructions. First of all, though, if you are thinking of getting into the Drukhari army, or you want to expand your force and put some witches in there, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description. You can save $7 from the Games Workshop price of $45. That's right, $38.25. If you use my Amazon affiliate link, it also helps out the studio, and you get a nice little discount. If you want to build out your Drukhari army as a whole, you want to add or start to your Drukhari army, then I'm going to also leave links to the Combat Patrol, which is a great value. 2 vehicles, Cabalite Warriors, Incubi, and an Archon, as well as the Boarding Patrol, where you get 2 boxes of Witches, 1 box of Incubi, and a Succubus, all at a discount. And if you click them, you can see what the discount is. They're going to be different depending on what region of the world you're in, but I do hope you take advantage of that. It is a fantastic way to bulk out your Drukhari Space Raiders or to start an army. It's a really discounted way to get into this faction. Okay, so just doing an overview of everybody here. I've got the Hecatrix, which is like the leader at the front. She's got a blast pistol as well as an agonizer whip. And she's been built, you could tell that she's also the leader, not only by the whip, but by this tall back thingy, which is the technical term, I believe, in the rule book, the tall back thingy. I also built a witch here with the Shardnet and Impaler, and one witch here with 2 razor flails, which I love. This is probably one of my favorite things in this army, this razor flail. How you see one of them locked into its sword position and the other one unlocked and flailing about with all these sharp edges. I love it. This is such a terrific sculpt. The rest of my witches here are built with the splinter pistol and the hand weapon. And let's take a look now at the instructions as well as the sprue to see how they all came together. So right off the bat, they've got a picture of the sprue itself to let you know that it's 25mm bases. You get a picture of the heads, the front torsos, and the back torsos. First step is that you glue those together. That's what I did anyways. I glued the torsos together so they would be dry by the time I had the legs done. Then I did the legs, glued the legs together, and I glued the legs onto the bases. Once that was dry, then I put the completed torsos onto the legs. Then I had like a full body, and I could then add on the arms and figure out how I wanted to pose them, and then finally add the heads to see where they were looking. This has always been the way that I've built my Warhammer models. Torsos, legs, put the body together, put it on the base, and then add the arms and the head for your cinematic basing. As you can see, you could build your Hecatrix up with the cursed weapon. I'm not sure, I don't remember what it was called. Agonizer whip, whoosh, blaster pistol, or splinter pistol. Then to tell that she's the Hecatrix, you've got this large spine thing that comes over her back. You can use either of these 2 ponytails, and she came out great. The backs are all identical. The fronts, you've got a mixture of female and male, which I think is interesting, and they're all different armor styles, so along with the heads. So very cool, very interesting mix of styles and genders. The legs also are meant to go a certain way, I believe, because they have letters on the inside that correspond. So the way I did it was I clipped both sets out of the sprue and I just put them together in this assembly box. So I would put a pair of legs here and then just line them up in a row. And then when I was done clipping all the legs out, glue them together, put them in the base, and wait for that to dry while I was working on the torsos. And then you can, like I said, pick and choose which arms you're going to use and which heads. So you've got your Hydra gauntlets here, which I think are pretty cool in the game, but I just don't care for the look of them. They just like spiky gauntlets. I love this, the Shardnet and the Impaler spear. I love how the spear is extended forward and the sharpnet is like flailing behind. Then on the back here, you've just got an assortment of the hand weapons as well as the splinter pistols. I love these, like the flails, the pokey daggers, and I like the way that they're holding some of these daggers underhanded. Those are the most interesting ones to look at. So if you do a full command group with the special weapons and the Hecatrix, that leaves you 7 pairs of weapons. So I just went with the ones that I thought were most interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe. And then, yeah, then you just mix and match. Oh yeah, the razor flails there. I just love how one is like in its sword form, and the other one is like flailing around, the sense of motion as it looks like this witch is swinging it. Just terrific. All right, and then they show you kind of what they look like, little overview of the stats there, and then this is the front cover of the instruction booklet. So that's what they look like, all built out. Let's take a look at the sprue and how all the pieces look on the frame. All right, so we're taking a look at the detail on these faces. It's a combination of male and female. And I love, like, some of my favorite ones, the most characterful ones are the ones where I think, like this one here with the little high buns, and anyone where they're wearing like a gas mask or they have something different that is like non-standard to the others. Yeah, they just look terrific. Here's the Shardnet and Impaler, the Hydra gauntlets. Let's take a look at the back of the Hydra gauntlets. Spiky bits. Then the torsos and the legs here. So for the legs, you're gonna find like these studs. And for the armor, most of the armor have like flat, smooth plates. You're gonna find dark black bodysuits. And a lot of them have these pipes and tubes that are supposed to feed like drugs into their system. So you could paint those nice bright green. And then to contrast with the dark armor as well as the dark bodysuits. The splinter pistols. And the hand weapons. Oh, fantastic. Agonizer whip. Where's the motorcycle helmets? I love these two Cobra Commanders. All right. So you saw what they look like all built up. There's a blaster pistol right there at the end. And hopefully, if you are thinking of getting into the Drukhari army, I hope you consider checking out the link down below in the description. I'm not only going to leave a link to the witches, but also if you want to check out the boarding patrol box that I'm using for my summer painting challenge, there's also an affiliate link for the boarding patrol that you could get a little bit of a discount too. So check it out. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you players are doing all right out there, and we'll see you tomorrow or in the next video.